Good morning, Devils fans. We got some new information coming out of practice today, hence the later upload, as I presumed we might get some line changes, and that we did. I thought it was going to be the Holtz and Mercer swap heading back to what we knew from preseason, but instead, we actually had Palat switch it up with Mercer. So we now have Timo, Nico, Palat, and then Mercer, Halla, Holtz, and then obviously Jack's line staying true as they have been absolutely run and gun, doing fantastic. So need to touch that. But the fourth line also will see a change as our boy Nosek is actually going to be out. It looks like a little short term, possibly just this game with a injury, and so Lazar gets to draw back in. Uh, Obviously expected. We have Lindy. The line blender was going to come sooner rather than later, as usual. And it hasn't been our best showings. Yeah, we've gotten 3 out of 4 points, but slow starts. And even then, when we were doing well, it was mostly Jack's line driving most of that. So I guess they're hoping that throwing Palat up there with Timo and Nico will stabilize it a bit, unlock Timo a bit possibly, because Mercer was definitely not doing much with them. And maybe they're now hoping with Mercer, with Halla and Holtz, it will unlock Mercer to be a bit more play driver on that line for them, as opposed to being the passenger with Nico and Timo. So we'll see exactly how it ends up working out. I still think Holtz Mercer might have been the better swap. But again, we've talked about it plenty of times. Our top nine is so stacked that it doesn't really matter too much which way you mix it up between the nine of them. You're going to get pretty solid lines no matter what. Beyond that, they did also come out with practicing their 6-on-5. So obviously that means they plan on being down by one late in the game tomorrow. So when that happens, don't worry about it. It was planned from the beginning. We got the 6-on-5 practice in where they were doing Dougie, Nico, Timo, Jack, Brat, and Toffoli. The big guns. No surprises there. Obviously, I don't actually hope or plan on them being down late in the game tomorrow. But it's you got to practice it, and you have limited time, so might as well do it towards the start of the season. Also, a little bit different on the personal side. You'll notice I am recording on the phone again today. I have a bit more movement here. But that's because my camera seemingly broke on my computer. So we'll see how I potentially go about fixing that going forward, or if it's, I don't know. We'll figure it out by tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, nothing else really too much coming out from today or later on yesterday. We got the line switches like we expected, and we got the injury there for Nosek, so Lazar draws in. Also, Kincaid was out on the ice practicing with the guys as well. So if he does return from IR and Nosek gets moved onto it, he will not be moved yet, it would be presumed. But if he does not go down to Utica. Instead, he's over in the Chicago affiliate. Or I would say there's even the outside chance of Schmid getting sent down, but I thought he looked really good, and I would be against that. But from an asset management purpose, you can see that at least being discussed, even if it's thrown out there and instantly shot down type ordeal. Tomorrow's video, I am going to do a breakdown of us versus Florida, how I think the lines are going to match up, how Florida's been doing so far to start the season, and where I think we will be able to exploit them and where they might be able to exploit us. So yeah, quick video Sunday. Always try to keep the weekend one shorter, outside of if I'm reacting to an actual game itself. So hopefully this keeps you guys all up to date with what's going on today. I don't expect us to come out too slow, but I know Florida's also not starting the best, so I'll save most of my thoughts come tomorrow, but it should be a really good one. Hoping for a solid practice out of the boys. I know they got the signing event, so hopefully seeing all the fans lining up for them, getting some of that actual direct interaction with fans today will really gear them up to come out really strong for tomorrow. And we know they're disappointed with how these games have started and went for them on the whole. And again, that's with getting 3 out of 4 points. So that shows where expectations are at for this team. Yeah, that's going to do it. Going to go to my grandmother's birthday. She gets to see the great-grandkids again and enjoy the day doing that. So that's going to do it today on a Sunday. I will see you all tomorrow morning as always and forever. Let's go Devils, baby.